Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of All Good Choices with Hayley and Cheryl. So exciting and fun.
I know. This is so crazy.
So crazy and so nuts. Can't believe it. I can't believe we made it this far into a podcast, this far in my life. So fun.
I can't believe that this is happening right now, considering that we just decided that this was going to happen 2 days ago.
Okay, let's not do that. Not 2 days ago. I would definitely say like 2 months ago.
Like the idea, yeah. But this, like execution, we decided we were going to start it and then it happened.
Yeah, this was all very much DIY, so don't come for me in the comments. Or hopefully you're listening, you can't see it. Thank you. Sick. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that.
Yeah, all the platforms.
You can listen on the platform.
You gotta plug it early, you know?
Yeah, plug it early. Like first minute, we're on there.
My dad told me that he was gonna download the podcast and just scroll to the very end so we get to listen. So if you want to do that too, that's appreciated.
I would like you to listen because maybe we're not going to say your name, but maybe I'll talk about you and it'll be super fun. So
you gotta listen in.
You should definitely listen. I didn't tell my dad or any of them. I don't want them to hear anything I'm about to say. Real.
Yeah. When we were making like the list of topics, I was not having my parents in mind at all.
But then I thought about it yesterday. I was like, what if they hear me talk about all of these random hookups and random nasty things that have happened to me?
No.
I don't know. I don't think I want them to hear it. Especially not my dad, but...
Yeah, there's no reason that he should hear any of that from me.
At all.
He acts like I don't even exist like that.
We're about to get into daddy issues right now.
No, I mean like in a sexual way, obviously.
This is the first episode, girl. I don't think we can do that. That's like 10 episodes in. 10 episodes in.
I meant like with a boyfriend or something like that. Like he sees me as just like a person.
I agree,
like, he doesn't, like I can't be in a relationship.
I don't think my dad
sees
sees me as an adult yet.
Yeah, for
Are
sure.
we gonna get to daddy issues?
Sure not.
I don't want to get to daddy. I don't want to get to daddy issues. Okay, back on track. All good choices. Why the name? Would you like to tell them?
Probably because we make no good choices.
Real. So true, bestie.
I just thought it was like, you know, clever play on words.
Ironic and funny. So ironic and funny. Because you know what? I would say 75% of the choices I make are probably not good. And
yeah,
it's like,
that's like on a learning curve too.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if it's not necessarily a bad choice, it's something that has to have like another thing go wrong.
Right.
In order for it to recover.
100%.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I need an outlet for that to put my
I feel like a lot of people relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like, there's just no handbook for this.
At all. So my hope is that you will listen to my terrible choices and be like, okay, girl, we get it. Calm down. And then you'll be like, okay, I won't do it. That's what I'm hoping. I hope I save some lives and some mental states, you know. I hope you guys are okay.
Yeah, because I wish that somebody would have told me that this stuff is normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I very much so agree. I don't know, man.
Because who do we have to ask? Like our parents? Like what?
Yeah, what are they going to say?
Being like a older sister, like anything that you are the first one, it's really hard.
It's tough being the older girl, the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take care of the siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. Okay, I don't want to get into my family trauma. That is not the first episode.
It's the oldest daughter syndrome?
Yeah, I don't need to get into that right now, but stay tuned. Maybe next week. So, what else should we talk about? I don't know. We made a podcast. Oh, I just graduated college. I almost did my hand sign for my college. We're not going to do that. Let's go. Just graduated this summer. Now I'm working a minimum wage job.
Living the dream.
So I'm living the
Undergrad
dream.
sucks.
Mm-hmm. It sucks so much, but I'm so happy I'm out of it. Now I have $25,000 in student loan debt. So I'm hoping this will pay it. But I'm not going to have super high hopes, but I'm hoping.
FAFSA,
I'm hoping that by the time I actually have to start. Well,
I was hoping that student loan was going to get canceled. But
Grandpa Joe.
Not coming through.
He's not coming through. Come on, Biden. Get it together. That's my plea that's going to be the name of this podcast episode. Come on, Grandpa Biden. Please pay off my student loan.
I should have a long time ago, somebody, like, before he ran for president, obviously, somebody gave me a shirt for Christmas and it said, all I want for Christmas is Joe Biden. And now it's really bad taste, I guess, but
yeah, I wouldn't have liked that gift.
it has like dinosaurs on it and it's like plaid and it's just like a t-shirt.
But why are there dinosaurs?
I think it had to be custom made.
I hate that vibe.
Definitely didn't sell it in a store.
I hate that vibe with everything in me. Especially now, I hate that vibe. Because why is he not paid off my student loan debt? Now I have to podcast.
I posted that on Twitter when I was like 14 or 15, a picture of me in that, thinking that he was going to retweet it.
Why was that your hope when you were 14? This is what we're talking about. Bad choices.
I know.
Do not post.
That Twitter got deleted though because then I like fixed my age and they were like,
Speaking
you were
of
not
Twitter-
13 when you made this Twitter.
Speaking of Twitter getting deleted, tell me why I had 3,000 followers. I was a 1D stan account and I had all these YouTubers following my account. And
She
then
had Nash Greer and everybody.
Nash Greer.
The MagCon
We'll get
era.
into that in a different episode about MagCon. Stay tuned. But preview, I had an account, they followed me, and guess what? I went to go change my age. I was not 13 when I made it, so they deleted my account. And now I have like 100 followers. So what's up with that?
Yeah, me too.
Twitter, get it together. I need my old account back.
It's literally just me and you favoriting each other's tweets back and forth, pretty much.
Yeah, nobody look at my likes. Please, don't look at my likes.
I hate when people send me stuff and they're like, you liked this? I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I did.
You didn't have to call me out. You
did.
saw that I liked it, so obviously I did.
liked it. I hate that it shows up on the timeline.
I know, it's so rough.
What's
That's
up
the
with
worst
that?
feature that they ever made.
I do not need I don't need it. But that's why, see, I just go through and like random stuff. So it's like nobody knows what I'm actually going through.
Not me. Mine's very niche.
Okay. Okay, girl.
It's all like the same thing, which is tough. So it's just constantly.
You know who I just followed on Twitter?
Who?
This is a good transition. You know who I
Who?
just followed a few weeks ago? Katya.
Oh, really? How's her Twitter?
So fun. She, you know what? She posts, well, okay, background.
I feel like she would get banned.
Yeah. I don't know how she's still on Instagram. She posted a picture with like the big ass fake tits and was like #gay.
Yeah.
That's so iconic. I'm
It
surprised
makes
Instagram
sense.
hasn't taken it down. Okay, background. Katya is a drag queen with Trixie. And they have a podcast called Bald and Beautiful, which we should have talked about this before, but we
Yeah.
got off on a lot of tangents.
Sorry.
We watched that a few months ago. She put me on. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Cheryl.
I'm in
And-
my like gay era where I'm
We're in our
watching
gay
like
era.
a bunch of like film and YouTube videos and documentaries and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I started with Drag Race and then I love Trixie. She was just cracking me up.
Yeah. So she told me about the podcast. I was like, okay, girl, like, I don't think it's going to be funny. And turns out it was funny. It was so funny. So we started watching it and then we watched a few episodes together. And then actually, now we can mention the men behind the camera. Jake and Eli, Maserati Click, let's go. Little plug. We made them watch like 10 minutes of an episode. They had no idea what was going on. They could not keep up. But we were like,
Look
at
at this is like, you know,
This
think
is my inner
think this is
monologue.
what inspired us. So just,
Yeah.
you know, put this
Yeah.
in your brain for
So
when
we
you
saw
come and
that.
help us out.
Yeah, so we
Are you
saw
really
that.
ready?
So stupid. We saw that 2 months ago probably. Where we got like really into it, and then we were watching it one day and I was like, you know, it'd be so sick is if we started a podcast. She was like, for sure. I said, I have nothing good to actually say, but I need somewhere to say it. So
Yeah, we sat on my couch and we were just like talking back and forth
for probably like 2 hours.
yeah, like
You're
just like,
yeah.
okay, as if, you know, like how you sometimes you're like, I wish I was being recorded, like I was in the office or something. I felt like that's what we were doing. We were just going back and forth and saying
Yeah.
little funny things. It was
Yeah.
so good though.
It was so good, and I was like, we need this documented. So now we're documenting it, but so sick and fun. So let's see, should we talk about how we became friends?
Yeah.
That'll
the
be
beginning.
it. All right, this is gonna be a long-winded
First,
story.
There was
So-
Adam and Eve.
There was Adam and Eve, the dinosaurs, and then Cheryl and Hayley. That's the evolution of life. So I guess let's rewind back to 2012.
Yeah, 7th grade.
I was killing it in my very much so mismatched outfits. No sense of style. I wouldn't say I have style now, but it was worse before.
I wish I didn't delete all my old Instagram pictures.
Yeah. If for some reason I find pictures, I'm going to make sure my homie Eli puts it in for the viewers.
One that sticks out to me is like I don't know if this happened for everybody else, but during Spirit Week we do like wacky Wednesday, and you'd wear,
I think
like,
I still have a
mix match.
picture. I wore for Wacky Wednesday, I decided to put on Galaxy leggings. So, and you know what? I was kind of feeling it.
I wore Galaxy leggings just as a fit.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I put it on Wacky Wednesday, but like,
but I own them. So.
Yeah, like they're already in my closet. So what's up with that?
Like Union Jack leggings with like
what?
Yeah, like Union Jack, like the British flag.
Oh.
Right.
Girl.
Right.
Girl.
Right.
No drip.
Is they were even cotton, so they're like black and was the background, and then like the Union Jack like all over them, but it was like stretched out, you know, like really poor, like Walmart made not good quality. Are we gonna get flagged for that?
Are we gonna get flagged for Walmart? Let us know. Okay, well, we got the okay, so we're good. But yeah, so 7th grade, terrible style. I was super shy.
Yeah, I had just moved. I went to an elementary school like a little bit further away that was a lot smaller. And then my dad got married when I was in like 5th grade, and we found a house about 30 minutes from where I was going to school. So I didn't go to school with anybody in middle school that I went to elementary school with.
Yeah, I already knew the gang, so I was set.
It was very weird going in because it was like I'd never been like the new kid. And so like the first 2 weeks, my group was a little bit.
Did you get bullied? Did I bully you?
No, I don't think so.
Depressing.
I don't know, maybe. And I just blocked it out.
Like your brain was like, no,
yeah, because I was like, I remember vividly being like in the car loop and being like, oh man, I don't know if this is going to work.
I remember when my dad forgot, speaking of dad trauma, I remember when my dad forgot circling back to the main point. I remember when my dad forgot to pick me up one day. So I was outside of my middle school. We got out at like 3:45. I was out there till like 6.
What? Did they when the people came out, like, because the officer used to stand out there, right?
I almost said
I made like a really good repertoire of that officer for some reason.
Yeah, we were.
He was
thinking back. What was up with
that?
Weird.
We were like 13. Like, why was he so?
Why was he so cool? I don't know, but yeah, one of like the administrators like just kind of checked on me. They were like in the office. They'd come out every 10 minutes. They're like, okay, you're still here. Yeah, I am. Sorry.
That's fun.
But I lived
anyway.
Like the neighborhood was right there. You know, I could have walked home, but I said I want to be picked up.
But your dad, you needed your dad to be there. You needed him to see you 2 hours later at the school. Just let it soak in.
To feel that. Anyway, so we met in 7th grade, and I would say, first of all, I don't even know how we became friends because we didn't have any classes together. So what was up with that? We had lunch together, but that's kind of crazy that we're here now. But I remember, let me just say this. Let me get into the real tea about Cheryl over here. Every time I describe her to new people, I'm like, you're either going to love her or you're going to hate her, which not that you like do anything for that, but for some reason people just think she's the worst, which I don't get because I think you're the best. We're besties. So,
thank you.
But when we first met, I thought you were the worst. So I just thought she was so mean.
I guess I'm just bad at first impressions, maybe.
Yeah.
I think everybody's going to get like my humor.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of rude.
Yeah.
But
no, I think so too. Like not you, like me too.
Yeah.
That's why we get along so good. Yeah.
But I feel like you kind of like vibe it out more than me.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
And I feel like that
observe.
is where you. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, can I say this really niche and terrible joke?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. So when I say it, you just go for it and hope that it lands.
For sure.
And that's crazy behavior, honestly. Like, you can't be surprised that people are like, I think she's a bitch.
For sure.
Yeah, why would you say that when I just met you?
Yeah. Because in my opinion, it's fine. It'll be fine.
I agree.
The people who like it will like it. And I just hope that everybody likes it.
The girls who get it, get it.
And the girls who don't.
That's a great audio. Yeah, and I agree. So, yeah, I didn't really vibe, I don't think, at first. But then you kind of grew on me.
We had a very interesting group initially. There was a lot of people that did not.
A lot of extras that have not made it.
A lot of extras.
But we'll get into that in a different episode.
Yeah. But, yeah, like 7th, 8th grade, a lot closer.
Yeah, we got a lot
8th
closer.
8th grade was our Gossip Girl era.
We used to wear skirts to school.
It was ridiculous. It was like with the bag, with the boots, with the heel.
Well, because you know what? Well, now my hair is a completely different color, so whatever. But
it was like Serena and Blair vibes.
Yeah, I was. Well, I didn't want to be Blair, but I was Blair because only.
I feel like I was Blair as a person, but like you just had like the brown hair and like
that's the only reason why it worked. The aesthetic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to eat lunch with our science teacher. Which was a lot cooler than it sounds, I swear. Yeah, she was the coolest. But
what a lady.
So we used to eat lunch together.
Teacher that was like, you know how they tell you that teachers will change your life?
Yeah, for sure. She was the first like teacher that I
was like, oh my God, you're a person.
Yeah, 100%. And then we ate lunch together, and then we went to the same high school, which was super sick. Mm-hmm. I would say we were still pretty close freshman, sophomore, junior year.
Freshman year for sure.
Yeah. Like we didn't really have classes together, which is crazy that we like stayed strong. But
I know.
Yeah.
But it all.
Yeah. And then
probably closest, honestly, like freshman and sophomore year.
I would agree.
And
then we got to the fateful year of senior year. And that's where the beef starts.
I feel like beef is a very dramatic word.
It's not dramatic at all. It is 100% was beef. I'm getting the okay that I can say that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was beef.
Okay. Talk your shit, girl.
Okay, so I guess we'll do a quick
What
POVs.
Is this, content court?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, this is court right now. I'll have my episode. I'll have my day.
Okay.
So what happened was, well, how do we describe the third party character in this story? Who, as Trixie and Katya would say, who would play her?
Probably like Dylan O'Brien, 90 pounds,
100%.
No friends.
100%, yeah.
But very social.
Real.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know the type.
I know the type.
The narcissistic type. Oh, sorry.
So we'll keep it calm for now. So we'll just refer to him as Dylan O'Brien. So basically...
That should be my memoir, My Life with Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah. No, 100. We'll get a book deal out of this, and you can write the
working
book.
Title.
Yeah, that's the working title right now.
You know, like when they do like under like an anonymous thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'll save mine as, so they don't so no one knows.
Yeah, 100%. So we were friends and we were homies, and then Valentine's Day came up, and I said, hey, I want to do a gal's thing. And we were like, yeah, for sure, we're besties, we're gonna do a gal Valentine, because we were single, as I thought. And then
but as I came to realize, I was never really single.
Which was part of the beef. So Valentine's Day comes along, and my other childhood bestie, if she's watching this, that's so real what you did for me, thank you, went to Chili's with her, I'm assuming family, I don't know, and she saw my bestie over here to my left with Dylan O'Brien at dinner. And so I got a picture on Valentine's Day of the two of them just chopping it up, living their best lives. And I said, what is this? I'm sick to my stomach right now. I'm about to throw up. And then that was it, girl. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I will be number one.
Yeah, and I was one or nothing.
Yeah, it was one or nothing, and I was out.
And you know, in hindsight, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, this is what we're talking about. Bad choices, and that was one.
For sure.
That was one.
I was in the worst bad choice for that. That was not good. But okay. Sorry for our visual watchers, but we had a little camera issue. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Yeah, so I just think everybody kind of goes through that where you have like a shitty relationship but you're not over it, and you're just kind of like trying to see if it'll work one last time. You always think your friends are going to be there, but the friends do not support all the decisions
well, when you've
constantly.
already been there for the past 4 years, it's kind of hard to have the energy for one more go around, one more little tryout.
You wanted better for me, and I can appreciate that.
It was all out of love.
Yeah. But I was like...
No, you were in it.
Blind.
In it to win it. And did we win?
No. Well,
thank you. Thank you. So I was right. So we weren't friends for a little bit, And then fast forward to sophomore year of college. One chaotic and stressful night.
Yeah, I feel like if I had like a picture book, it would be amazing. Like, it'd be like, oh, this is me passed out on the floor.
I wish I took a picture so we could put it in for the visual viewers.
This is the shot that did me in. So basically, sophomore year of college, we had a mutual friend that lived on the same floor of the apartment that Hayley lived in.
Yeah.
So I had gone up to visit him a couple times, and you had like come over, but it was...
Yeah, we would see each other like in passing,
Yeah.
but it'd just be mad awkward. We would just be like... Hey, we used to be best friends. Isn't that so funny?
Yeah, and I would always like
it.
talk to like the boys about it, and I was like, this is just so weird. Like, our relationship is just so, because like at first we didn't talk.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of like avoided, I feel like, all the situations that we would be around each other in.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like once we got to college, it was a little bit harder because when we would go visit, like we still had a lot of the same friends. Yeah, exactly.
Since me and this mutual friend like lived on the same floor, we always hung out.
Yeah, and then you lived with his girlfriend the year before.
Yeah, I did. I forgot.
So like every time I would come and visit, it was like
if you were in my space.
Yeah,
there was no way to
so like
avoid.
we were hanging out.
Yeah.
So it was weird. But
so that
he threw a
chaotic
party.
night.
Yeah, he threw a party, and I just got a little too drunk, I guess. I don't know.
A little. Let's be truthful here. This is what the podcast is for.
I blacked out. Really bad.
So
uncontrollable.
real. You're so brave for saying that right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it wasn't my best moment, but it was funny. It was funny, I guess.
Yeah, no, if you didn't do that, we probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah, so basically this had been eating me alive, eating at my soul. I kept thinking, how am I going to talk to her? How am I going to do this? Whatever, right? So of course, you got to get blacked out. Of course.
That's the only solution, obviously.
So I did that, and I waltzed over to her apartment, and I just walked from our friend's apartment like down like 4 or 5 doors or whatever.
Yeah.
And she used to keep her apartment open, like the door unlocked to the actual terrible choice. Please don't do it. And so I just walked in, and then her door to her room was open, and I just like walked in and like started talking to her for like, I don't know, maybe like 30-45 seconds.
Very quick. Hey, what's up? Hey, girl, what are you doing in my room? And then it was just throw up galore. It was...
What do they call it? The porcelain throne? Yeah, that was me.
Very rough.
And then,
from my perspective.
Yeah, I don't know what I would... If you would have done that to me, I think I would have thought it was funny, but I don't know if I necessarily...
It was kind of like... I was sober, but it was like a sobering moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I was completely sober, and I was just looking at you, like, almost coming out of my body a little bit, being like,
It was like the secondhand embarrassment.
No, like, I was like dissociating. I was like, no way my ex-best friend is in my apartment right now in college.
You know what's funny?
Throwing up.
You know how people are like, are you in a place to hear this news right now? I didn't even take your...
No, you were not like, hey, can I trauma dump
Yeah.
on you right now?
Yeah.
No warning. Just
I said
straight up.
It's mandatory to listen. I'm taking over your space.
Yes.
So then I got in the shower because I had to get clean, you know.
After
throwing my entire body up. Yeah, and I guess I just like spilled my soul because I think it's easier too because I was in the shower, comfortable environment, behind the curtain, a little Wizard of Oz vibe, and so it was a lot easier to just. And I was drunk,
liquid courage,
all of the above.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier to just say how I felt. I was just basically like, "Sorry, I'm terrible."
I'm pretty sure that's what you said. You're like, sorry, I'm literally the worst. And I'm so sorry that I did all of this. And I was like, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Because also, I wasn't sure she was going to remember saying this to me the next day.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to take it with a grain of salt. Because what if she doesn't remember and then we're right back to like just being like, hey, this is super awkward.
And then I feel like it would have added even another layer of awkwardness.
Thank God she remembered the next day.
Yeah,
Thank
for sure.
God.
No, it was like ingrained in my, I was like.
You blipped. You saw that? It was like a movie scene. You said, oh, I remember standing in the shower.
Yeah. It's like, you know how they tell some actors like they don't write them actual words. They just write like you know, like go into this room and talk and just be funny. That is like, I don't remember any details of it. I just was like directed to like go into your bathroom and talk and say what I wanted. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I was gone. It literally like, I don't remember what I said, like but it was good. Basically, I feel like I just kept saying like, I'm sorry, I'm terrible.
Very self-deprecating.
I love you. I miss you. Yeah. Very take me back.
So yeah, and then
like a breakup.
Yeah, it was very much so like, please, I want you back so bad. And I was like, I guess.
Crying on the bathroom floor.
Literally
but right before couples therapy.
Sliding down the wall, throwing up, crying. Yeah, there you are in the shower like, oh, please take me back. And
what would you like, I mean, obviously we're friends again, but was there ever a moment where you're like, what is this? I did not want. No, I don't want to be your friend.
In what regard?
Like was there ever like a thought in your mind, like when I'm like mid shower and I'm like expressing what's going on, where you ever like, what the fuck is going on right now? Why are you here?
Like I said, I was dissociating the entire time you were in my bathroom, and I was just like, this just doesn't seem real or right now. Because I was just like, there's no way she's gonna remember this next day, which would be really awkward if I texted you and was like, hey, I really appreciate the apology, and you're like,
did I sleep over?
I don't know, but you said, if you were like, what apology, bitch? I didn't apologize to you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh.
Yeah, that would have been
word. Okay, cool. Let's fight then. Like that's the only solution. So, the whole time I was just like, this is so crazy right now that this is happening. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad it worked out and you remembered, and now we're here making a podcast. Yeah, I'm glad that happened, because genuinely, if that did not happen, we would not
have this.
Yeah, I don't think we would make a podcast about whatever we're talking about.
I feel like my life would have been off for the worst.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Oh, we're having a serious moment.
No.
Anyway,
there are just some people that get it, and there are some people that don't get it. Like the humor, the lifestyle, you know, the vibe.
Yeah, and it's hard to find somebody.
Yeah, you got to hold on to the people that you got.
Yeah. So now I'm hoping that you guys will catch the vibe and get it. Otherwise, this would be really awkward if it's still just the two of us that get the vibe. Yeah. So awkward and terrible. But I think it's going to be fun and fresh. Can't wait to have merch that says that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God.
Fun and fresh.
Oh my God. That'd be so
Anyway,
cute.
Please tune in so we can have merch. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we got to have some sayings to put on it.
Fun and fresh. Anyway, off track. So this brings us to now. We made up on that chaotic, weird night. And now we are here making a podcast, and super exciting and fun, our 10-year friendship anniversary next August. That's crazy that I'm
August
21.
2022.
Yeah, that I'm 21 and I have a friend for 10 years. Mm-hmm. Makes me feel old and weird.
For sure, because imagine we'll be like just starting our 30s. We'll be able to say we've been friends for 20 years.
Yeah, 100%.
That's like too much.
So crazy.
That's older than... We've been friends longer than 3 of my siblings have been alive.
Okay. Like we established before we started recording, I'm not good at math. So I don't know when they were born.
8. They were born, I don't even know how old we were, but 8, 7, and 3.
Mm-hmm. Wild times. Fun thought for the viewers.
It's just crazy. It's just fun to think about. Like, I love to think about, like, I've been with this for as long as this was a human.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think about.
I'm like, you had a whole life. I had a whole thing going before you were even born.
Crazy times. Crazy vibes. Well, I don't know what else we have to say. Nothing good.
I think this was a good first episode. And
holding the mic like this.
Sorry, I was moving. I was trying to scoot back.
Yeah, hopefully you got to know us a little bit better, get our friendship a little bit better, understand why we're doing this, because I'm not sure I fully get why we're doing it yet, but I'm hoping by the 25th episode, that's how we're for sure we're guaranteed
25 episodes.
For 25 episodes. So I'm hoping by the end of the 25, you get it. You get the vibe, I think. Yeah. Me trying to convince myself that this will, yeah, for sure they'll get it.
Okay, something about manifesting or something like that. That'll be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm manifesting.
Yeah. You're like looking at me like, don't get it. Don't get it at all.
Don't get it. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into the first episode. Super fun and fresh.
Yes.
So this is dropping the 16th. So then the 23rd will be the second episode.
Yes.
Christmas.
And it'll be like holiday vibes.
Yeah. Specifically being single during the holidays.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are.
We're throwing a Christmas party on the 18th.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about being single and everything holidays. So it'll be super fun. So make sure to tune in. Catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Prime,
baby.
all of them, YouTube. Title, thank you.
Oh my God, yeah, title.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of All Good Choices. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to like and comment and let us know what you think.
You can stream this anywhere you stream podcasts, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and Tidal.
Thanks again to Maserati Click Productions for producing this podcast. Be sure to check out MC Dubs and Lil Raspy on Apple Music and Spotify. New song called Dummy dropping December 24th. Gonna be a banger.